Hey guys and gals, today I'll be talking about the movie Throne of Fire, and it's one of those Italian exploitation, sword and sorcery fantasy movies. I never heard of this title before. Like I said, maybe in my past other reviews of sword and fantasy movies, there's so much of them, it's hard to keep track of every one of them. But I was surprised I let this one slip under my radar because Sabrina Sani's in this movie, and I love Sabrina Sani. And the funny thing is, I'm going to be reviewing another movie that she's in after this one. So that's kind of funny. I'm reviewing this one, Throne of Fire. But this movie, I mean, I gotta say something about this movie. It's pretty well grounded. Out of all the sort of fantasy movies, it's not really like any kind of major special effects. Maybe just a few makeup effects for the demonic child, because of makeup effects. And when the throne comes on fire, I would say that's the only major effects I've seen in this movie. Oh yeah, and some wound healing effects. But it's not really a lot of special effects like you see in other sort of fantasy movies, especially the Italian exploitation genre. So it's kind of weird, I feel like this one was pretty well grounded, which just kind of makes me want to like it, The movie has this guy who's like the devil messenger. He wants this woman to give birth to the Antichrist, and the prophecy that he has to marry the princess to sit on the throne so he can pretty much rule the world. Meanwhile, you got another prophecy, kind of like another prophecy I would say about a warrior that was wanting to stop him. As the child grows up, he becomes a tyrant. Of course, like the prophecy says, start raiding villages, ruling the kingdom, and one of the princess escapes. They capture the princess, and the princess needs to marry the Antichrist pretty much too, so he can sit on the throne of fire, so he can rule the world pretty much. Meanwhile, you got a warrior stumble upon the kingdom. He's gonna go after to save the princess, and every time he tries to make an effort to save the princess, he always gets captured. Like they get captured like about 3 times in this fucking movie, So that's like the only fault I have a problem with this movie. Like how many times you gonna get fucking captured? I mean, come on. But the Antichrist, kind of like toys around with him a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like test him out in the well of madness and let him escape, so it'd be easier to find the princess that recently just escaped the second time. All in all, once they get to the kingdom, you get the wedding ceremony. You start having your fight scenes, with other warriors. I feel like the fight scenes in this movie was well grounded. It's nothing fancy. It's not like bloody or gory like you see in a Conan movie with blood flying around. It's just well grounded sword fight scenes, simple as that. I kind of like it. I kind of give props to that. And action scenes, they kept it simple, like I said, nothing fancy. The battle scene, it wasn't all that epic though, but like I say, it's a well grounded sort of fantasy movie, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the movie was alright for what it was, As for Sabrina Sani, gorgeous as hell, man. She's definitely a looker in the screen. Throne of Fire, I said check it out. Peace, guys, and see you later.